Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I ask leave of the House to move amendments 1 to 5 as circulated in my name together.
Is leave granted? Minister? Leave is granted. Member for Warringah.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. These amendments will improve the integrity of the bill before the House and prevent loss of taxpayer money on risky fossil fuel ventures. Item 1, 3, 4 and 5 will omit provisions in this amendment bill which inserts that the Secretary of the Department of Industry, Science, Energy and Resources would be able to join the board on the NAIF. The NAIF must be independent of government. It must be independent for the community to trust that the provision of financial assistance is given with the utmost integrity, and it must be independent to prevent ministerial influence on decisions of the NAIF. We've seen time and again this government seeking to stack agency boards with sympathisers or government employees. We saw it with the Australian Renewable Energy Agency and we see it again here. With this fund, we are not talking small amounts of taxpayers' money. We are talking billions of dollars, huge sums that will be spent, and we cannot allow it to become a government-controlled slush fund. Item 2 will introduce a new Section 8A, which will ensure that taxpayer money is not used to support risky, loss-making fossil fuel ventures. Madam Deputy Speaker, it's extraordinary, considering last year's fires and droughts and this year's historic floods, that this government is here today seeking to support gas projects in the Northern Territory through the NAIF. The minister's comments were plain, and that is what these changes are really for. It's reckless and irresponsible in the extreme. Gas is as polluting as coal, and methane, the byproduct, is far worse for the atmosphere in the short term. It is also incredibly poor economics. The revenues of the gas industry are being eroded by the continual price deflation in the cost of renewables. The result is fossil fuel majors are destroying their shareholders' wealth and writing down billions in assets. Santos, for example, since 2014 has written down over $8 billion of its assets. Many gas projects have been abandoned and R&D spending downsized. The oil and gas industry is in a precarious position, caught between a confluence of forces. It's in structural decline. The industry knows this, the market knows this, and that's why they have their hands out for subsidies from sympathetic governments. The answer should be an unequivocal no. The recent Grattan Institute report, Flame Out, the Future of Natural Gas, said the only rational approach for governments, the energy industry and its customers is to begin planning for a future without natural gas, or at least without a substantially reduced role for natural gas. Instead of redirecting funding to fossil fuel projects, the NAIF should be promoting clean technology vision for North